So hello everyone. Today I'll be teaching about C++ STL, and so let's start with the STLs. So in the C++ there are multiple STL are standard template libraries. So there are multiple STLs like vector, set, map, then unordered map, and so on so on. So let's go one by one. So C++ has uh, 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 so for using vector, we can import bit/std c++.h. So this library will contain all the major uh, libraries which will be needed for our coding. So let's start it. So how to define vector? We can define vector like this: vector int v. So uh, yeah, also if we want to store strings, so we can store it like vector string v1, or if we want to store double, so there can be any data type uh, uh, of the vector. So vector is like a container. uh, the difference between array and vector is, for array we have to define the specified size. For example, here if we write int array of 100, so the size will be 100, but vector does not have any size. When when we create vector like this, it doesn't have any specified size. So as we push elements, the size will increase. For example, if we do v dot push back 1, so the vector will contain only one element, that is 1. So v will be 1. In this case, the v is empty. So pushback is the function which pushes element at the end. So for example, after this pushback, it will be, the vector will be 1 2 and so on. If you want to insert an element at the beginning, so you can use it like something like this: v dot insert v dot begin. So v dot begin is the position at which we want to insert, and the value. So the vector will be insert 3 in the beginning, so 3, then 1, then 2. So this will be the vector. Now to find the, in the array the size is fixed, but in the vector the size is variable. So to compute size, we can use v dot size thing. So if we do v dot size, it will give us the size of the vector. So let's just run this. Okay, right. So size 3. So now if you want to iterate over vector, so in the array we can do something like array of I. Similarly, we can do it for vector also. So for I is equal to 0, I less than, the size of vector will be v dot size I plus plus. We can print vector elements like this: v of I. So I is 0, I less than v dot size I plus plus. We will be printing v of I, the element at index 0. So it will print like 3 1 2, right? So this is v dot size, and this is the vector. Another way to print the vector is using iterators. So we can use it like it is equal to v dot begin. So we will go from beginning of the vector to end of the vector, and we can print the value at each, print the value as iterator moves. So v dot begin till v dot end, we will print out the iterator value. So it will also print the same thing like 3 1 2. So now talking about the time complexities. So vector is like a container. So currently so our vector is 3 1 2, right? So if you want to push any element, so it's very easy, you will just push, so if you push any element 9, so it will go directly in the end. So the time complexity for push back, so let me write the pushback, the time complexity is of 1 because we are pushing in the end. For insert, so for insert operation we can insert it anywhere. So in the worst case, it will be like we will be inserting at the beginning, so all elements need to be shifted. So for the insert thing, it at any other position it will be O of n. Now after pushback we can also use pop back. So what pop back does is it will remove the last element. For example, also its complexity is O of 1. Let me show you example of pop back. So v dot pop back, so last element will be removed. Now we will again print the vector. So after doing pop back, let me just show you, the vector will contain only 3 1, it won't contain 2 because we have popped that element. So see, the last element got removed because we used pop back. Now other thing is, so this is the complexity analysis for the vectors. So basically when you have variable size input, or you want to perform any operations quickly, so you can use vector. For example, like you want to sort any vector, you can use function like this: sort v dot begin and v dot end. So from beginning to end it will sort the vector, and we can also print that here. So this is way we can do sorting of the vector. So complexity for this sort is this sort, when we use with vector, it will have the complexity of n log n, and so you can see the vector is sorted. So so we have to use vectors. So if you don't know about the size of the array or size of the input, so you can use the vector. You can push back the elements quickly, you can check the last element, or for any such operations it will be preferred over array, because in vector you don't need to worry about what are the what is the what should be the size, or how it should be sorted. So the things are pretty simpler for vector. So this is vector, so you can use this STL for in your interviews, or also to clear the vector you can use v dot clear, so it will clear the vector, so the vector will be empty. So this is also a method to clear the or to clear all elements. So the main things, so the main functions you can use are push back, pop back, insert. You can use sort over the vector, and to check the last element we can also print the last element directly using v dot back. So the back will just point to the last element. So like here is the 3, so v dot back will contain just 3. Oh sorry, I just cleared the vector before printing. Let me, so currently it is nothing, so let me just comment this out and we'll print the last element. So that's it. You can see that this was our vector, and when we print v dot back, so it will just point to the last element. So these are the properties of the vector that you can use, properties, functions, and that's it. Thank you guys.